Welcome to Malta. It's the Malta Eurovision Song Contest 2015 outside of the historical Malta or Mediterranean Conference Center, the MCC, where many of the artists have already won the national final and went to the Eurovision Song Contest. This time it's back here, and we're very glad to see that happening, and we're also very glad to see one of the contestants coming back to this contest, Corazon. Hello Corazon, how are you?
Once again, I welcome you to Malta and thank you so much for following the Eurovision Song Contest in Malta.
It's always a big pleasure to come over and be witness of this, and of course talk to your talents. It's amazing.
Thank you.
So, what do you think? What is it that makes you come back every time to this contest? It must be something special.
Yes, of course, it's the experience. I think the show is very well organized. So for a Maltese singer, it's really the ultimate to be able to sing in such a setting. I mean, and to have this kind of organization.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding your song. But apart from that, it's the thrill of Eurovision, because in Malta we're very we follow it so much, and therefore sometimes it seems like it's everything for a singer to be there, and the audience is amazing. I mean, you will never get that amount of audience in any other show in Malta.
Yeah.
So for us to actually be there, to be one of the finalists, because of course there's a selection for this to happen. I'm not just there just because I decided so.
Yeah.
I mean, I submitted a song, and for it to pass to the final stage, it's already very difficult. Well, it's a treat every year. I love it.
And it's good to see you. It gives you a lot of media exposure. That's
true.
the whole point of it as well.
Yes and no, because of course my job is being a presenter as well, so media exposure isn't really on the cards, because I have too much of that sometimes, because it's my work, so
Okay,
when it becomes your work, you stop looking for it. So not really the media exposure, but more the way that your passion can come to life through this contest, which is so well done and so well organized. So it's more of a heartful feeling, like a feeling like we're being fulfilled, other than a way how to attract audiences or to be in the media limelight kind of thing.
Wow. Excellent. This time you normally you're writing the songs yourself that you
Last
take to
year.
the competition, no?
No, last year only, because in the previous years my songs were written by Paul Giordmine and Fleur Balzan.
Yeah.
And last year I wrote it myself,
Okay.
so something different. And this year I have 3 writers, Jonas Gladnikov and Georgios Kalpakidis and Sara Ljunggren. They are Swedish and Greek.
It's amazing. So how did this come up that you work with the songwriters from other countries together?
It was the first time actually that I even considered working with someone foreign. When they wrote to me and said that they had a proposal, I said, well, I might listen to it, but I wasn't really that interested, because I always believe that the composers have to be Maltese, kind of. I'm very patriotic and everything. But when I heard this song, and I felt it so close to my heart, and the melody was so beautiful, and I could see such potential in it. And then I realized that Jonas, Sara and Georgios were so nice. I mean, even though they weren't Maltese, it was just like we were organizing it together. I mean, we were corresponding through emails all the time, Facebook, and they were giving me their opinions, ideas, sending things all the time, working on the song together. Sort of sometimes it feels surreal that I haven't yet seen them,
Yeah.
because we've been working so well together.
Well, Yorgos Kalpakidis is a colleague of mine. He also
Really?
hosts a radio program in Greece, and he came to Eurovision many years.
He's coming this year.
Oh, that's fantastic! We're gonna see him again. And Jonas as well, of course. He's a fantastic songwriter for Eurovision, and I think you did a very good choice to work together on this.
Yes, they did a very good job, because when Falling Glass came to me, it was a ballad. And I said, well, great, I love ballads, but this year I didn't really want to participate with a ballad, because it seemed like I was risking the reputation of being just a ballad singer, and I wanted to change that, because I'm not just a ballad singer. And they did their best, really. They transformed the song, and I believe it's exactly the way I would have wanted it to be. So
And
they're really understanding. They communicate with me all the time. It's amazing.
it's uplifting this time. Really, it's going up and up. And I think with the Swedish involvement, it's a Swedish pepper, I call it.
Really? You
The
feel that?
spice. Yes, you feel it. It's different than what you did before.
Of course, definitely.
You also are not only a TV host, you also commented on the Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So, what do you think of the Junior Eurovision Song Contest, and how did you get the job of being the commentator?
Well, since I work for PBS, it came almost very, very natural. I mean, they called me in and they asked whether I would like to comment it. Of course, I've done it before, and it's a very nice job for me since I'm both a presenter and also a singer, so I can understand what they are going through. So this experience was very nice, but it was a bit bitter because the week before I had lost my grandmother.
Oh,
So some commented and they said why I didn't feel so happy for Destiny. It wasn't because I wasn't so happy, but because in general I just couldn't express those emotions there and then because of what had happened. I was going through a very dark period.
yeah.
But of course, I mean, life goes on. We have to be professional, and I did my best after all, and I don't have any regrets. I mean, I tried my best. But Junior Eurovision is, of course, something which we Maltese have at heart because we've won it twice.
Exactly, and
We never thought we could
you
do that.
hosted it as well, so it's
We
amazing,
hosted, and we might host it again. So it's a very special experience, especially for us. We work at PBS, so you know we felt the excitement. Even it's such a small company, so you could feel the excitement there.
As commentator, were you there in Sofia or you were
No,
here?
I was in Malta. I was in the radio studio.
Okay.
Very comfortable,
Nice, yeah.
watching the show and commenting as things went along. But well, it would be a great experience if one time I could go on the location.
It is different. I've been into
Yeah.
commentators' boxes at the Eurovision Song Contest, and it's a different feeling to be in the hall than watching on television and
Yes.
commenting about it.
And I remember in the time when Eileen Montezine used to comment, she used to travel there. And of course, you get a very good feel of the participants, what they're expecting, and all that. I do it more take aback.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm less involved.
Yes.
But well, it works fine, I guess. And also because Maltese understand English, the role of the commentator here in Malta isn't so much translating or saying much, but just facilitating the show. I mean, because we understand what is being said, so it's not a problem.
Apart from Destiny, which was your favorite song of the junior contest this year? Last year?
I think there was a sweet boy. He was called
Misha.
Misha.
The Russian entry.
Yeah, the Russian entry. I think he was great. He had so much vibrancy and.
Wow, it's nice. That was amazing. I was there as well, of course, and we were
you went as
interviewing
well?
the kids. Actually, I got the first shots from Destiny on the stage. We could go on there and then chat with her. And
She's so sweet, isn't she?
wow, fantastic. She'll
We're
be here
so
as well.
proud of her here.
Yeah, and like Gaia, she was there, and Federica. Fantastic. So, well, let's talk a little bit more about your music album. You're working on a new album.
I am, but it's a staggered process because every time something manages to come in, I've just come from a very great experience singing with Italian singer Amadeo Minghi. He was here in Malta, and obviously I had to prepare myself for the show. It wasn't very easy, I mean, and managing all my other commitments. And then I started off the television show on PBS twice a week, so that was quite involving.
Yeah.
And now it's the Eurovision, so I'm writing songs little by little. I hope to get very far after the Eurovision because hopefully I don't have another commitment which is so huge, and maybe I can concentrate on my songwriting.
So you will write the songs by yourself, or you're using also then now you made the link up with Yorgos and also Jonas. Do you maybe consider to be working more with them
Yes,
together?
I won't exclude that because I really love working with them, and they are so professional.
Fantastic.
And it's great. I mean, even Jonas, when we change something in the song and I say, perhaps I'd like it this way,
Yeah.
instantly he'll send me 3 versions. And he'll say, oh, which one do you like best, you know? And that's just amazing,
It's amazing,
for me.
yeah,
Because he values my opinion and he's just there to show me in practice how the song can turn out. And little by little, we've worked on it and come to the final product we have today.
Fantastic. Corazon, it's so good to see you again. We wish you the best of luck.
Me too.
And one more question I had is, do you still? I know that you're a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
Do you also still work on that as well? You still have time?
I still have time. It's my main job. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to eat and drink. Because, of course, for all the foreign audiences who are watching us, here in Malta, if you're just a singer, you will not be able to
To survive,
live. No,
basically. Yeah.
because even the Eurovision, it involves a lot of money. I mean, for us to take part, you have to pay your own costume, you have to pay your own entry, the arrangements and everything, and it's not possible unless you have another type of job, which is backing. And I think I've sort of getting there, finding the right balance between everything, and not letting anyone be disappointed, because I would hate it if my clients were disappointed because I was concentrating on other things, and I would hate it also if my singing and career and my media career would falter because of my other commitments. I would hate that, because I love being an all-rounder in this sense.
Excellent. Corazon, it's so good to see you again.
Thank you.
Good luck. I'm sure you will go into the final.
And enjoy your time here in Malta.
Well, we do that. Every time
The
we do that.
weather is not so good, huh? Maybe you brought bad weather with you.
Look, we have 16 degrees minus in Germany, so
okay.
I'm glad to be in like 10, 15 degrees warmth here in Malta. Thank you so much. Have a good time on the stage yourself.
Thank you.
And looking forward to hear some more of your music.
And I'm also, I would also like to say hi to my fans in Germany, because I know I have a lot of fans in Germany, and particularly Sandra Rossi, who is my #1 fan in Germany. Thank you so much, Sandra,
Wow.
for all the support that he gives me every year.
Excellent. That's so sweet. Thank you so much for doing it. And we're glad to broadcast it on our program as well.
Thank you.
To pass the greetings on. The song is called Falling Glass. It's Corazon, and you're singing as the second, #2, in the semi-final, and then you get a better position.
If we pass.
Yeah, you pass, for sure.
That's what you tell me every year, and I haven't passed for 3 years.
But you passed us, you know?
No.
Oh.
But thank you anyway for the encouragement. I appreciate it. But
Okay.
nothing can be said from today. I mean,
No, it's such an open contest
yes,
this
it
time.
is.
That,
And there is a lot of competition.
yeah, indeed. So, all the best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks, Jürgen.